Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another exciting figure review. Tonight we're taking a look at the Monsterverse Godzilla and Kong the New Empire Skar King with Whip Slash. This crazy bone whip that he's going to use to subjugate Titanus Shimo and the other Kongs. So we got this big orangutan looking guy here. He's got his really cool whip slash. You can see some crystals, some lightning effect. Really cool. They got this really cool kind of look here with the packaging. Makes it look like he's being monitored in this monarch base. They're trying to learn about him. You got evolved Godzilla here and King Kong. Side of the box here, you got evolved Godzilla again, and you got Kong, Godzilla and Kong the New Empire. Other side of the box, you got the Skar King with Whip Slash and some Hollow Earth crystals. Turn it around, you can see the whole collection here. We have Godzilla with Atomic Breath, Godzilla Evolved, Suko with Doug, Kong with Beast Glove, and Shimo with Frostbite Blast. Removable Whip Sash. The Skar King, the evil Skar King, rules over his fiery kingdom, wielding a Whip Slash, and commands an unstoppable army to destroy Godzilla and Kong. And, of course, conquer the world. Godzilla and Kong return in an all-new adventure, pitting the almighty Kong and the fearsome Godzilla against a colossal, undiscovered threat, hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. And you can see a nice glamour shot of the Skar King standing in the Hollow Earth. There's some bones in the background. There's a lot of Hollow Earth crystals. And something I never noticed about the other figures until now is that the Hollow Earth crystals appear to be resonating with some sort of energy that seems to be flowing through the crystals and into the actual Earth itself, which I'm sure will be explained in the movie. And whatever power source these Hollow Earth crystals have is definitely powerful enough for Skar King to subjugate Titanus Shimo with it, and obviously for Godzilla to evolve and become super powerful. So I'm sure that's going to be really exciting when we find out what those crystals do. But with that being said, let's get into the figure. Okay, I can see why people think that Skar King is actually not an orangutan, but a albino type of ape that is actually white. But the reason why he looks like an orangutan is actually because he's bathed in the blood of his victims, causing his fur to be dyed this white color, because it really does not look like his fur is naturally red, but that just might be the bad paint job on this figure, or who knows, maybe that's what it's supposed to look like. Maybe he's getting some white hairs at his old age. Looks like a piece of bacon or like a steak or something. Alright, enough roasting this old man. The thing that I want to say, talking about this guy, as we take a look at him, he doesn't really seem like the next world-ending threat. I mean, we've seen in the commercials now that the Skar King is shown to get his shit rocked by Godzilla and Kong very easily, where Adam Wingard is trying to tell us that the Skar King is going to be this next world-ending threat. He's going to be stronger than King Ghidorah. He's going to be crazy. But it seems like the only thing that makes Skar King this world-ending threat is Shimo. And without Shimo, he's pretty weak. But there is the Skar King here, looking really cool. The face sculpt, I don't know how I feel about that. It's not that great. He's got these bright blue cartoony eyes. He's got this kind of scowl on his face, a very chimpanzee-looking face. I noticed a lot of people said that he doesn't really look like an orangutan, but he does have this really weird chimpanzee face. He's got this bald head, like his hairline is thinner than my granddad. Like, look at this. But nice war paint, definitely screams an ancient warrior to me. Hey, Kong, you're coming to take over my kingdom. I'll show you what's coming. I'll show you who you brought the pain in my day. I am a tyrannical ruler. Proceeds to get his ass whooped by Kong. But yeah, I don't know. This guy, all joking aside, he looks like a cool character. He does. I think that he definitely could be an interesting villain if he's dealt with properly. I don't think he will be, though. I think the only thing that's going to make him scary is that he has Shimo, this ice kaiju, the first kaiju apparently in the Monsterverse. But he looks really cool. You can see some muscles here. His arms are nice and thin for articulation. He can rotate his arm all the way around and up and down. So that's cool. Same for on the other side. Lots of movement in the arms. He can move his elbows back and forth. That's on each hand. He does have a rotation at the wrist. That goes on the same hands. He does have a side to side, really weird. He does have a crunch here, which is cool. He can turn all the way around. That's kind of freaky. He does have up and down movement here. He can move out a little bit and then back and forth at the knees. Same on this side. He can move back and forth and up and down. But that's all you're really going to get from the Skar King. But surprisingly, he is pretty articulated. I guess we should get into his whip slash. So we'll get into that pretty quick. The whip slash actually comes down from his hand, and he does have this kind of opened clasping hand, which the whip slash does fit into. I don't know how I feel about that. That looks kind of bizarre to me. The way he holds it, I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. The way he's holding this weapon. I wish that it was more unfurled, but I think it's permanently stuck like that because of how he wears it when he's not actually utilizing the weapon. You can bring Kong into frame here. Be like, take that, spry young man, thinking you can overthrow me. I'll teach you one for. Oh, dude, like, this man is going to get wrecked by Kong. Just look at the comparison between the two. Kong is fucking jacked, and this guy looks like he hasn't fucking been to the gym in 30 years. Kong is huge, and he's got that beast glove. He's gonna be like knocking the fuck out of the Skar King. For comparison, here is the Playmates Godzilla and Kong the New Empire Skar King with Whip Sash, next to the Playmates Godzilla and Kong the New Empire Kong with Beast Glove. And there ain't no way that the Skar King is going to be able to defeat Kong, at least fairly, because he's just jacked. Kong is a beast. Look how thin, look how toothpick my guy is. He's about to be quickly bodied, and then you bring Godzilla into it, he's not gonna last. Next up here is the Playmates Godzilla and Kong in the New Empire Skar King with Whip Slash, next to the Godzilla and Kong the New Empire Battle Roar Godzilla Evolved. My dude is fucked. Literally, my dude is absolutely fucked. And finally, here is the Playmates Godzilla and Kong the New Empire Skar King with Whip Sash, next to a Godzilla Evolved Funko Pop. Feel like the Funko Pop is the best representation so far in figure form that we have of the new Godzilla redesign, and I really like it. Out of all three of these new Playmates Godzilla and Kong the New Empire figures we've reviewed, I feel like Godzilla is the best one, specifically the Battle Roar version, because I didn't buy the regular version of Godzilla Evolved just because it didn't look that great. But I feel like Skar King, out of the figures that we've reviewed so far, is the least appealing one. Like, I don't think he looks that great. Doesn't look like that scary of a villain, but who knows? Maybe in the movie I'll be eating my words, but unlikely. But here are the three figures we've reviewed so far. Skar King is pretty decent if you want your Godzilla and Kong to have somebody to fight, because they can definitely beat the shit out of him. Dead. I don't know. Taking things seriously, enough joking. I think he's a solid figure. Definitely is really articulate, and it's something for your Kong with Beast Glove figure to fight, and I'm all for that. With the dynamic positions that you can put this guy in, have him fighting Kong, reenact some moments from the movie, really cool stuff. I think he's super articulated for what you need him to do, and for being a kid's figure, he's not super duper realistic. I'm not expecting that. He does what he needs to do, and he does it well. The only thing I really have a serious gripe about is his whip slash. I feel like it should have had more give, been more flexible, because it looks kind of just like a curled up noodle, and it doesn't look that appealing. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about the Godzilla and Kong, the new Empire, Playmates, Skar King with whip slash. And with that, do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.